Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Cal's Bearded Banter for this Flat Cap Friday. Now, I'm doing another interview today, and I've got a new guest, special guest from Belfast in Ireland. It is Mr. John McCourt, founder, operator, runner extraordinaire of the Big Phat Beard company. He's coming to say hello. Now, for all you continuity freaks out there, you may notice that I may look a little different, a little bit more spruce, and a different t-shirt on. Now, there's a reason for that. It's a trick of the camera. It's nothing to do with the fact that I'm not professionalised enough to remember to do the introduction after I've done the interview. Oh, no. Of course I did the introduction. I would not forget such a thing. So, anyway, enough of my blabbering on. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Just takes a click down there, wherever it'll be down there somewhere. Just click on it and subscribe. Means the world to me. Without further ado, you've had enough of this blurb. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Welcome to the Broom Closet in Banter Towers, buddy. So glad you joined us. Hope you found it well. Hope you found the place easy enough.
Yeah, I mean, there was some crazy guys giving me some mad directions, but I've travelled all the way from Belfast, Ireland here, and it's nice to finally arrive at Banter Towers. So I want to see what you've got in store for me.
Yeah, we have got a few crazy locals out and about and around Banter Towers. But I will say, I said it before to you, so what's the crack? I do believe they say in Ireland.
Yeah, that's right, mate. What's the crack? As a saying, if anybody from Belfast particularly, or even Ireland in general, it's a widely known term. If you just use "what's the crack," we'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I'm assuming it just means how you doing, how you getting on, is it?
That's it. Or what's crack? So what's happening? What's going on? How's you? Or what would be the general English term for that over there?
I'd say like, "You all right, buddy?" Something like that, or "How you doing?" You know what I mean? You're right. It's just the same. What's the crack? How you doing?
That's us typical Irish, not making things simple. We have our own slang where the rest of the world are looking at you going, "What did he just say?"
Yeah. Well, as I did when you first contacted me. Then you said, "What did you say?" I forgot what it was. Now, how's your farm or something? Wasn't it?
How's the form?
How's the farm? What farm? What am I filling in? I don't know.
That's generally anybody outside of Ireland is like, "What form are you talking about?"
Yes. So anyway, why have I brought you on, John? People may ask. Well, I'm sure you know, but other people out there, all the ladies and gentle beards, they'll be wondering. Well, as I said in the introduction, you are the owner, founder, runner, whatever you want to call it, of BigPhatBeard.com. Shall we say the Big Phat Beard Co? Where is it? The little logo.
BigPhatBeard.com. That's us.
So we just want to check and see what it's all about. What's the crap? What's your farm, buddy? What's going on with this company?
All good, man. All good. Well, we've been absolutely crazy the past couple of weeks. Still in our infancy. You know, we're only about to turn officially 1 year old on the 1st of July. You know,
yeah.
But it's been a mad journey, Carl, up until then, and how much I've learned and how much I've seen in the bearded community itself is incredible, and everyone's so warm and welcoming. It's amazing, mate.
That's good to hear, mate. Glad you're enjoying it. So, how have you found it with the being on lockdown? I don't suppose it's bothered your business so much because everyone's ordering online. So, in fact, I bet has it done you a favour, really? Has it, all this online ordering stuff?
Well, COVID itself was a bit of a blessing in disguise for me, you know, because I worked in the motor trade previous to starting Big Phat Beard full time, and I was on furlough for about 5.5 months.
Okay.
And that really let me hone in on creating my oils and balms and stuff.
Yeah, right.
And it's just went from there, mate. I'm now doing it full time, and it's amazing, you know.
Yeah, well done.
Has been a blessing, and as you say, there's a lot of guys obviously are still at home, still on furlough, and a lot of them grew what they're dubbing the lockdown beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of guys have actually kept it and are enjoying the journey.
Yeah.
And it's good for me too, because obviously everything's online and COVID hasn't affected sales or anything that way, but been crazy times, man, but positive for us.
Excellent, that's fantastic. I suppose, like I said, I never thought about that. It's been a great time for beards in general, hasn't it, with a lockdown, and like I say, people just letting it grow. Why not? And then once it's gone to a certain length, you kind of become fond of it, don't you? It's like your little pet, and and you just want to keep it. You got to look after it, treat it well, and it'll look after you.
That's it. Really, you almost grow an attachment to it, don't you? It becomes,
yeah, of course you do.
So you do, and more and more people, obviously over lockdown, have grew it, which is it's amazing. And you say you treat it like a baby. You don't let anybody touch it apart from yourself.
No chance. Yeah. Right. So let's talk about Big Phat Beard company then, shall we? The company itself. So how many oils are what? You've got merchandise as well, and I've noticed you sell T-shirts and you've got a cap on. I assume you sell them on your site as well.
Yeah, well, I did this one. This is one of the most recent bits of merchandise. I took it off. I took it off again though. Just this was like a one-off. The font here never turned out how I wanted it to.
Right. Okay.
And I wasn't happy to keep it on the site, so I just wear it myself. Obviously, I get a sample of everything before it goes on sale in terms of merchandise. In relation to beard products themselves, we have 4 oils with 4 matching balms, and recently a new nighttime nourishment butter, which is whipped.
Cool. We'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. But first, so what are the scents of your oils and balms? I'm assuming both oil and balm have the same. You can get each one in the same scent.
Yeah, mate. So we don't have an unscented one as of yet, but it's something they are looking at. But to start off, the very first scent we made was our wood chop scent. Okay.
Yes.
Wood chop. And it is what it is. It's a woodsy scent, but with a twist. It only has one sort of woody essential oil in it, being the cedarwood Himalayan.
Okay.
Mixed with rosemary and thyme. It gives a different perspective on what a woodsy scent is.
Yeah.
You normally you have your sandalwoods, your cedarwoods, and rosewoods, and all those woody ones all in one scent. But see, what makes this one different? See the thyme essential oil? It's woody itself, and it's not dubbed a woody essential oil. So it's our flagship scent, our best seller, and probably our oldest one as well.
That sounds really nice. Like it sounds like a summer scent, a summer wood scent. If you get me, you're going for a walk out in the woods. That sort of scent you get from that with the rosemary.
It's unusually fresh.
Yes.
For a woody scent, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Getting a summer breeze on a gentle walk through an open woodland. That one. From the idea of it, I've never smelled it, so I don't really know. It could be totally different. But so go on then. What's the next one then that you've got there?
We'll go for Mercury Air, which is this one.
Mercury Air. Yep.
Yeah, Mercury Air. So that's based on lemongrass, black pepper, and frankincense.
Right.
So what you're getting with that is like a citrusy sort of warm, spicy scent.
Spicy, yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you get your initial blast of lemongrass, which is it's totally different to lemon, but obviously it's lemongrass, totally different, but still citrusy on a different level.
Yeah.
And the black pepper and frankincense are warm, spicy scents, which just create this warm, uplifting fizz almost. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
At the very start, whenever we first launched, it never really got a look in until people started exploring it, and see now that they're aware of what it is.
Yes.
It's probably the second best seller, to be fair. Like, it's incredible.
Fantastic. Do you do sample sets of it? Can people buy samples of your oils, or do you only do the full size ones?
Only full size ones at the minute. 30ml bottles. It was something that I looked at doing samples, but I mean, I just never went ahead with the sample set. Yeah. I suppose it is something I could. Once we plan on bringing out another 4 cents here, hopefully by the end of the year, and then I'll need to probably do samples because the selection will be too vast.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
People,
Yeah.
But,
yeah, and so that one was at Mercury Air. You got some wonderful names for them as well. Like we got the Mercury Air and the what was the first one?
The first one was the wood chop.
Wood chop, yeah. So what's the next one then, mate? Go on. What's the next?
Well, This one is Oriental Whiff.
Oriental Whiff. Oh, yes.
And this has been dubbed now, not by me, but I have a couple of brand ambassadors, and there's lavender in this tea tree, but the main ingredient in it is cedarwood, and you have a little dollop of rosemary as well. But the guys at night tend to wear it at night time, and they say it smells like a spa.
Oh, right. It sounds
Yeah,
sounds lovely.
and
We'll come back to that one though, because you do a combination thing, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So we'll go on to your last oil, buddy. What's that one?
the last one, and this is botanic nectar. Okay. Oh,
Ah, right.
yeah, botanic.
Yeah.
That's the purple one, and this is what I describe as like our softest scent. It's like a delicate little flower, if you will.
Yeah.
So it comprises of lavender, bergamot, and ylang ylang. And the lavender and ylang ylang are just so soft and floral.
Yeah.
And then you have a little uplift of the citrusy bergamot. And it just gives a little twist on it. I mean, it's hard to describe without actually opening the bottle. You would be pleasantly surprised if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's a shame we've not developed this kind of smell TV yet. Do you know what I mean? You could waft it over the speakers and get a nice waft of it coming out.
Smell it through the microphone.
Yeah, and so like we said, you've got them available in the balms as well. So how much would it cost for one of the oils or one of the balms? How much you selling
Yeah,
for?
so individually, oils and balms are priced at £12.50
Okay.
individually. Um, if you wanted to go for an oil and balm combo, it's
Yeah.
£24 bought as a combo.
How much was that? Sorry.
24.
£24. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you're getting a discount there. You buy the £2 off. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
and as well, with the brand ambassadors knocking around, they always have a 10% or some sort of discount code knocking about to get you an extra few quid off as well, which is brings it down another little bit, you know.
Oh, no. Well, get me in touch with an ambassador, and I'll stick a code on here for anyone who's interested. They can use that code and get some products. I'll stick it on my
Yeah, absolutely.
private
I'll
beers
see
page.
you'll be fighting over it, mate. There's 8 of them.
Right, yeah, being inundated. So let's go back to that. We've spoke about Oriental Whiff, but you've got another product there. It's called the Lunar Solace
So,
Butter. This is a new product, isn't it, that you've got going out?
yeah, it literally dropped there on the 27th of March, and it's a whipped beard butter, and it's actually based on the botanic nectar scent. It's the same scent profile, okay,
Yeah,
but the carrier blend is totally different, and one of the ingredients sort of introduces coconut into it. So the coconut mixed with lavender, bergamot, and ylang ylang is totally different to what the oil is. Does that make
right.
sense?
Yeah, that when you were talking about the scents, I thought because the botanical one that sounded like it was the nighttime one because of
Yeah.
the lavender in it. But you've matched it with the Oriental Whiff. Was there any reason for that not keeping it to the other one?
Like they're all totally different in themselves, just due to the scents in them and the carrier between the oil and the butter. But because initially the guys had dubbed the Oriental Whiff as a nighttime oil,
Right. Okay.
it just made sense to make the butter and the oil, this oil in particular, go as a combo because lots of the guys are actually putting them on. Lots of the guys are actually putting them on at the
Yes.
same time. You don't
Yeah.
need to, but it's
No.
just
Yeah.
it enhances the experience, I suppose.
Yeah. Of course, it sounds fantastic, mate. And you can get the butter. How much does the butter cost on its own?
The butter on its own is £19.99.
And you can get that. I can see the combination £27.97. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is too, the butter is 100 ml tin. So to give you an idea, the balms are 50.
Yeah.
So the butters are, they're double the size. Like they're a lot bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
You know what I mean?
And that's that. Can you open the lid? Can we see the butter inside? Is it a nice whip?
Yeah.
butter?
Well, this is what I've been using.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a bit bright on that, isn't it?
isn't it? Apologies. Maybe even scoop some out, and show you on my finger how.
Yes. Yeah. Fair enough. That's the one.
And it's like.
Really soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got really soft and
know.
smooth. I can
It
almost
does.
smell that now. Yeah, that sounds fantastic, mate. We'll have to give that a check. So, are you on Facebook as well? Or you have any other sites? You on YouTube?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We have the standard social media Facebook page, and I also run like it's a little Facebook private page just called the Big Phat Beard Community.
Okay.
And all it is guys who have tried our products and they come in and there'll be it's still very young and it's not overly active, but I mean it's a nice place where we can chat about our products. New customers will post a picture of their order they received, and
Yeah.
guys will recommend stuff, and it's a wee bit of back and forth. It's good.
Yeah, excellent. So we'll point people over to that. So we can find you at bigphatbeard.com. And what's the Facebook pages?
It's the same. It's Big Phat Beard, and the private group is Big Phat Beard Community.
Big Phat Beard Community. Excellent.
And we've recently just started Twitter as well.
And why are you just Big Phat Beard on Twitter?
Big Phat Beard on Twitter and Big Phat Beard on TikTok as well.
You got to get out there, haven't you? John, I think that's it. We've done. It was a fantastic meeting you, and I'm sure the ladies and gentlebeards out there enjoyed it again. Would love to see you again sometime in Banter Towers. You're welcome anytime to come over. I'll get the chef to whip us up something nice. Get the butlers to get some whiskey out or something. We'll have a drink or something through the night time.
We'll make a night of it, mate. It'll be one with great crack.
Yeah, we'll have a great crack. But before you go, I will say this. So let's say you've come up for the night. I've opened up one of the Banter Towers rooms for you. You can have a full wing. We've got enough of them. But we've had a bit of a disagreement in the night time. We've had a few too many whiskies, shall we say? And you've stood on the trapdoor, and I pressed the button, and I dumped you in the dungeon, and then gone away for let's say 2 weeks, and you can only have one product with you. One of your products, beard for your beard, what are you taking in with you into that dungeon to last you?
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to go with, it's got to be wood chop oil, man. It has to be the original.
Yeah, go with the original. Yeah, fair enough.
What original? It's my favorite, my personal favorite, and I think over 2 weeks, I could really live with it. Even I could live with all of them, but wood chop is my personal favorite.
There you go. That's all needs to do, mate. Go with what you know. Right, John. Listen, thank you. It's been really great talking to you today. Really enjoyed it. And well, what I would like to do, if you can send me your address, I would love to send you out this coveted Carl's Bearded Banter Gold Star, because you were a gold interview, mate. It's gold. And I'll send you out a Bearded Banter pin badge as well. That you can wear with pride. So thanks for your time, mate. I hope to see you again soon. Maybe I'll do some sort of review of your products in the future. Like I say, just getting to know you, letting everybody out there know about your company, Big Phat Beard, and go and check him out. Thanks for joining me, buddy. And I'll see you all again soon. Toodles.